I think both positive and negative emotions are quite contagious. When you're negative or you're down or depressed, people around you feel it. You feel it. You walk around with slumped shoulders, you probably have a bad headache, you get a lot of white hair, which is totally unnecessary, backaches and whatnot. Positive people, however, they can actually create a smile on your face. They can make you feel good. They can make the best or get the best out of you. And as a leader, it's important to really portray that sort of positive emotions, because I think nobody wants a leader who has bad energy, because that really rubs down on everyone else. So, as a person, I think for myself, I've always been quite conscious of always being as positive as possible, looking at the brighter side of things, and not letting negative energy bring me down, which will in effect bring other people down.
Never realized how much emotions really controls what I used to say and do. And it was a realization that the things that I was doing were not getting me the results that I wanted at all. I used to get very, very much controlled by the anger of a situation. I'd find myself in something that I didn't like, and I'd feel this kind of burning, powerful sensation of wanting to lash out and to physically or kind of verbally attack the person that was making me feel that way.
I've said about positive emotions to create success, but I must also share with you that negative emotions is about draining our energy away. For me, one of it is stress, and those are not good emotions, and it actually makes me tired, and often I'm not able to concentrate. And most of the time, I also realize that when I feel stressed, chances are I will indulge in certain activities that may not be good for me. It could be overeating, or it could be just pure doing nothing.
Imagine you're driving in traffic and then somebody just cuts into your lane. How do you feel? Ooh, what did I say? What did I show? The hands go all over the place, right? Now, if you have a negative reaction to somebody cutting to you in traffic, it only tells you one thing. It says that that's something that you're doing yourself. So every time you have a negative reaction to a situation, that's only information to you that's something you want to work on. And when you start being aware of that, because otherwise it's so unconscious, you'll never be aware. But life is coming up and saying, hey, these are things happening in your life. Take that as information for you to grow, for you to become a better person and have no negative emotion.
I think in business it's extremely crucial to have positive emotions, because one, it impacts you, the organization you work with, your colleagues, and if you want to be able to share your dreams, your vision, your passion with everybody else, you need to be clear. You need to have powerful and positive emotions to bring everyone along, to allow them to see what you're seeing, to allow them to move at your speed, at your momentum, to see the benefits of what you're trying to do, to see the pace of what you're trying to do, of what you're trying to achieve. And there's only one way to do that, and that's with powerful communications and overall powerful emotions. Now, as I said earlier on, I think both positive and negative emotions really shape you. When I look back at my life from when I was a kid to now, I've had a lot of positive experiences, but I've also faced some negative emotions that have impacted on the person I am today. Some of these negative emotions I managed to channel to make me more motivated, to make me more driven, probably trying to prove a point to someone. But I think at the end of the day, that makes who you are. And positive emotion, as I said earlier, reinforces what you do well and what you are capable of doing. So I think it's not a bad thing to experience both. I think you need to experience both positive and negative emotions in order to shape yourself, in order to achieve success, in order to make you a more determined person. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's what powerful emotions are about. There's no right or wrong, but if you're achieving or wanting to achieve some level of success, it's how you learn from these experiences, learn from these emotions, and channel them into as positive a way as possible.
all these are interrelated. At the end of the day, where it comes from yourself. And that's why being successful is about self. Knowing what you want is the most important thing. And of course, the things that you want has to be positive and not the negative.
Powerful emotions come from various shapes and forms, and are probably developed through your lifetime by different influences, whether it's family, whether it's personal experiences, whether it's certain dreams that you may have. And I think personally it's been an important part of my life growing up. I've always been rather positive, but I think the influence has been on various levels. It's probably been on the friends that I've met, the experience I've had, the influence that my family has had on me, the dreams that I'd like to achieve. And I think a lot of the joy and emotions and challenges in my lifetime have really been contributed by many factors. So I think a lot of people have different experiences, different goals, different emotions themselves, and there's no real right or wrong way, but we all have different influences, but the end result is the same. It's about achieving one's dreams and success.